What's going on? This is Martone, owner and trainer of Fuller Fitness, and this will be the shoulder press portion of this video. Alright, thirdly, so I am actually going to do the whole thing in terms of the warm up and the actual presses, especially seeing that it won't be a lot of weight, seeing that I'm trying to do more reps compared to pushing a certain load. So, alright, so again, I'm not putting a lot on. I probably won't put more than 145 on, so I used to be able to put more weight on. I didn't do a lot of reps, but I used to put more weight on. But for some reason, I have not been able to put on as much weight. But I think, I think I could still put a decent number on, depending on what's considered decent and how many reps and sets I'm trying to do. In fact, I might change my mind about doing 6 reps and do multiple sets of 4 or something like that, so we'll see. Excuse me. Forgot to put my gloves on. For those of us that actually do that. And the old school guys actually did it, so hopefully no one hears any lies saying that the old school guys didn't wear gloves. They sure as hell did, and for those of us who know about Ronnie Coleman, you damn sure saw him wearing gloves, so anybody who wastes time complaining about that, get over it. You know what I'm talking about, buddy? That's interesting. That's the lightest that has ever felt. So I said 145. I think I might actually do 155. Even though I think my original plan was 185. So I've spent years not really doing a lot of reps, and if I do 6, obviously that's not necessarily a lot of reps. Plus, not only to do at least 6 reps, which is at least what, 1 or 2 more than I usually do, sometimes more than less than that. What else? To probably do a third set. So that's the other thing about doing any of this stuff. So I believe I have 155 on. Shoot, I kind of wonder if I should do 165. I think I am. actually make sure I put the clips on. One, to try to make sure it doesn't slide off for whatever reason, which has happened before living here. And my dog is sitting right there. I don't want to scare the hell out of him. So almost forgot the 5-pound plate. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do 4, 5, or 6 reps, whatever I might be able to do, and see if I do 2 or 3 sets, depending on how I feel after the second set. Yes, indeed. I think that's the best that's ever felt. Even though I don't remember the last time I did 155, but I think that's the best that has ever felt. Feeling good, and again, depending on how many videos you've seen this week, for those who see this on a certain day, I forgot what today's date is, but what is second week of October 2025. The fact that I told you a few times this week on how I walk to work for almost 3 hours, do my job, walk back here for almost 3 hours, take my dog out, take his poop to the garbage, and then come back in here and do my workout of whatever it is. So, not saying that as if that's brag worthy, but for those who say they don't have time, and I'm walking for over 5 hours per day, Monday through Friday, after work, to get 1, to get to work, 2, to work, 3, to get back here, and then trying to figure out how much time I have to get certain things done before going to bed, and then having to walk to work for almost 3 hours at 1 a.m. or sometimes a little later, because we don't go to work at the same time every day. So again, that's not to brag, it's just to say, if somebody can walk to work, walk or bike to work at a certain distance for a certain period of time, and still get their work in, lifting certain loads, why can't some of you? So, you take depending on how many sets you're doing, 2 to 3 minutes in between sets. Depending on what your goal is, and if you're seeing this video, for those who see this video, that means you're likely into doing some kind of working out at home, or trying to lift kind of heavy, if not very heavy. So I'm trying to take a break from lifting, what might be close to super heavy, and lift light, do a certain number of sets, certain number of reps, a certain number of sets. Not having as much stress on my body by trying to lift heavier. Taking a break from that this week and next week, depending on when you see this. So 155 is not, again, to try not to lift a certain load. I've actually pressed over 300 pounds before. I don't remember if I've done 405 or not, but shoot, I don't even remember how long it's been since I've been able to press over 300 pounds. Excuse me. I'm not sure why I haven't been able, unless I did 315 last year and forgot. I'll have like look through my videos and see if you see it. I'll look too. So unless I did it with the other power rack that I had, and I had the spotter arms, safety arms, whatever. If I did it there, look to see if you see it. I'll try to look after this too. So unless I did it on there and forgot, it's been a while since I've done over 300 pounds on a shoulder press. At least 10 years, if not longer. I don't know why, but whatever the heck I was doing before, I don't know if I was cheating, arching, whatever the heck I was doing, but I've done it a few times and it's been a while, so. What I'm talking about, buddy? I think I did 5, so see if I do two more sets of 5. I actually hit my lip for whatever reason. And then for certain people who see this and waste time saying that I'm supposed to go down further, there is no good reason to do that. If you hear about many of the people having shoulder impingement issues and surgeries and all that extra garbage, that's why. There is nothing good about bringing a bar down that damn far. If you want to do that, that's on you. The good thing about all of us being different, if it works for you, or you like it, or whatever your excuse is, do it. But for those of us who I think have a difference of opinion, or smarter, or not trying to be impressive or follow someone else's lead, based off of whatever you base it on, there is no good freaking reason to bring your hand down that damn low toward your chest, toward your shoulder, and going down that far. And that's for bench and squat as well. People going lower than they have to and then wonder why they have back issues, knee issues. And I'm 40, so the fact that I'm likely to be able to, unless the Lord has other plans for me, to be able to do certain things for a certain period of time. Very curious. Stay curious. Very curious to see how heavy I can still lift in the next 15 years, if not the next 20 years, without drugs. So if I'm not mistaken, that's 2 sets. Try to take more time in between this one. Do a 3rd set. The next one will be the 3rd and last set. Depending on what you're interested in, what kind of help you want, what kind of stuff you're interested in, And if you haven't heard this from me before at any point, I think I just started doing it this year. So if you want a certain kind of help to help you increase your strength to a certain degree, and to hopefully be stronger faster than I was, to be as strong as I was, but I felt like I should have been stronger faster um, before the age of 30, for me personally. So for you, again, not to rush, but again, hopefully have it to where you're stronger faster than I was, depending on what your current situation is. Yeah, for those who don't mind asking for help. So to, compared to being here, to go to my Patreon and be able to uh, message me and pay for a certain tier, and depending on which tier of membership you pay for. And I know a lot of people aren't gonna want to pay, so if you don't, then don't, and you won't be able to see certain things and won't be able to ask certain questions for those who want to do that. So I think there's 5 tiers of different things that you get. I can try to leave that information below, um, so you can get directly to my Patreon and see if you actually want to do it. I think I actually set it up to where you can actually have a 7-day trial. So again, that gives you, my thing is to make it where people have less excuses towards why they're not getting stronger, why they're not healthier, why they're not living better, and able to do more of certain things themselves. So again, with my Patreon, depending on what kind of help you want, what kind of help you need, to get help there. Um, and being a paid member. So if you go on there and you just become a free member, then obviously that's not the same thing, and you see what you see. Compared to those who actually pay for a certain membership, there's 5 options, 6 options. The one is free. So the 5 paid options for any of you to actually do that. The least expensive is $8 per month, depending on how familiar you are with Patreon. So again, depending on what kind of help you want, what kind of help you need, and being able to ask me questions, you will have to go to my Patreon to do that. And that's as long as your questions are respectful and specific towards your workout, not mine. Your workout and whatever you need or want help with, and stuff like that, depending on which tier you pay for, to where you'll get certain things. So, um, so that, and then, hopefully you like this video at least a little bit. Again, it's only 155 today. Again, I usually don't do as many reps. It's only 6 or 5, but compared to doing just 2 or 3 and then doing a third set, which I usually don't do. So hopefully you like the video. Not only does it help me, it'll help others who like stuff like this, even though it's only 155 today. Share it with people who might be interested as far as the information I shared, as well as what I'm doing, even though it's only 155 today. And then subscribe so that you are directly notified whenever I post videos, which is usually 2 to 3 times per week. Sometimes I might take a week off just to clear my head and not, rushing to do anything or do videos, or not sure whether or not people actually want to see certain things from me that week or whatever. And, so for the most part, it's likely I'm probably going to post at least 3 times. I think at this point I've posted 3 times this week, if I'm not mistaken. 3 days this week, I should say. There was one less video because when I recorded, the volume wasn't working for some reason, even though I had my mic and the phone and such. So yeah, like I said, you subscribe and get directly notified. Share with people who might be interested, even if you don't know who might be interested specifically. And what am I missing? Share it with people who might be interested. There's something else, but I can't think straight at the moment. Again, I don't really get as much sleep as I should currently because I'm walking to and from work, but still getting it in, and hopefully you are too. All done, bye, buddy. What the hell? What the fuck? Whew. Shit, that third one was I was starting to worry I might not even be able to get the bar off for some reason, but yeah, got it in, got it done. I'm doing other stuff, but not recording the rest of it. So unless I decide to do record my shrugs, but probably not. So we'll see, whatever. But again, hopefully you enjoyed the video and ready for the next one, which will be next week, depending on when you see this. Hopefully you're having a great day. If not, hopefully you will. This is Martone, owner and trainer Fuller Fitness. Take care.